Hello and welcome to this Open Fishing XL Postmortem where I'm going to explain how I upgraded the fishing system. So at the start of development, the fishing system was really basic, and I developed on that throughout development, as you do when developing a game development game. Yes. So when you do that, so basically, essentially, what I'm trying to say here is it sucked at the beginning, and it got more and more fun. So fishing was never really the topic of this game in a way. It was more about collecting each fish in the situation, on the map, and then it's more of a long-term thing than a short-term thing. The game design of this thing. So the fishing mechanics never really mattered all that much, but I feel got distracted. All right, so I feel like I could have spent a lot more attention on the fishing mechanics themselves. I could have also spent a lot more attention on making the script not an absolute mess of 600 lines of mostly a fishing rod, and for a large part, not a fishing rod. Over here, we got some stuff about the book. This should not be here. This is not good. But this being a slight mess aside, we made it. I made it, I suppose, because there's no we here. I did everything, of course. Did I do everything? I did basically everything. I think, yeah. Apart from some assets, I didn't make the saving code myself because that's just what everyone does. I hope no one actually codes their own save system for Unity instead of just using easy save, unless they got a weird game. But me getting distracted by saving code assets. So essentially, you should spend some more time on your core mechanic. However, it does help keep your game more simple if you have more essentially the design of this game was making one small core mechanic game and then sticking stuff onto that, and that made it really easy to make as a first game because I didn't have to figure out how to do stuff like actually design a really compelling core mechanic. I could just lob stuff on there, and it's a really fun game. You can go play it. It's like $5. It's like the reason the game is good is not because the core mechanic is super duper fun. It's because the general experience of playing the game is super duper fun, and that's I don't know, that's a different way of designing a game. Devil Daggers, I'd say, is the opposite of this. It's one super focused core mechanic, and the rest there's nothing apart from the core mechanic essentially, and that's I feel like honestly that's way harder than making a game with a lot of content, because you have to make all of this stuff. There isn't as much stuff to pad it out. Making a lot of small features is way easier than making one huge feature. So that's why, honestly, I'm kind of happy I didn't spend much time on the fishing. I should have spent slightly more. It should have been more how it is now from the start, to be honest. But it still was a fun game because I designed it in a way that made it easy to make. Mostly on accident, mind you. But you should do that intentionally when you're making your first game. And I hope this video helped you making that first game. And yeah, I hope it's going to be helpful to you in general. So have a nice day, and I'm going to press the stop recording button now. Goodbye.